feeling? Thank you, Pink Addie, for sharing.
Good.
Thank you guys
Good.
for the heart me's.
It's more for comfort at this point.
Yeah, how are you feeling today? Like you've been up since what time?
I woke up at 7. I woke up at 7 today. I actually slept in.
Oh, good. You normally wake up at what time?
During the weeks, normally up or awake by 3:30 or 4 a.m.
Wow, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Oh
super.
my
I'm
gosh.
an early riser. I'm an early riser for sure. Good morning. How are
Yes.
you?
So thank you guys. So I wanted to say thank you to everybody that's joining us in the chat. And I'll probably say this like several times. I'll be looking at the chat for questions. But if you guys gift and stuff like that, I might just do like a hand symbol because I really want to focus on Rosie and, you know, and get inspired by her, right? I'm already inspired by her, but I want you guys to meet her because I think she's pretty awesome. So, this is my first episode of Dream Slave Repeat, a new TikTok podcast I'll be doing every other Saturday where we talk to inspirational women, maybe inspirational men one day, but right now I want to focus on women. 'Cause I think the world doesn't focus on us enough and we have a lot to offer. So I want to welcome Rosie. And correct me if I'm wrong. So she is a live host, TikTok shop affiliate, mom, and wife. And did I miss anything?
Well, no, you're right. TikTok shop affiliate, content creator, all the things, mom, wife, full-time employee. This is just, I say TikTok right now is the side hustle. One day maybe it'll be the full-time thing. But yeah, thank you.
Exactly. That's
What an
pretty
honor.
awesome.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This is awesome, and I feel so honored to be here today. And for those of you joining, make sure you're connecting with Johnny Chu too. I mean, I'm sure they're already connected with you, but still, I always feel like I have to say it too.
Yeah, well, thank you so much. So I've always wanted to tell you, but it's hard to tell you in the chat. So my last name is Cho. So it's Johnny Cho.
Oh.
But it's okay. Like
Johnny
sometimes I
Chu.
love it because certain people say it a certain way, and then I'm so used to them saying it, so I'm like, it's okay. But I was like, I'll just let her know it's Johnny Cho when we go live.
Oh my goodness. It's funny. I'm gonna tell you, you're not the only person's name that I mess up and they let me be.
Yeah, like it's fine. It's like, you know what? Like it's understandable, you know?
It's funny because Damien even said, I think it's Johnny Cho. And I was like, no, it's Johnny Chu. And then I was like, and then I think you try to say it and I still was like, see, it's Johnny Chu. And you
Yeah,
probably
like
just
it
let
took
me.
time. It took time for me to like going into people's rooms, like to have live hosts get used to my name.
Hmm.
And then now when people hear it, I guess they've heard it in other rooms. So when I go to rooms, they say it right. But in the beginning, I was getting all different kinds of stuff. Chow, chew, all that.
It's
You
Johnny
said
Cho.
Pinky is one of them.
Okay, so because I messed up Pinky's name, it's Pinky Addie, and I always called her Pinkity. And I used to
Mm.
call her Pinkity all the time. And I was like, well, one day I saw her tapping away. I'm like, Pinkity, you're so supportive. And I'm like, I love your name, by the way. It sounds like a cartoon. And she goes, actually, it's Pinky. Like she broke it down, Pinky Addie. I just
Addie,
didn't
like
want to correct
address.
it. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
He said
Well,
like Pikachu. Oh my gosh,
exactly.
that's cute. So of course, time is precious and I don't want to like, keep you for so long. And I appreciate you coming on because I know you're busy. But I just wanted to ask you, start off by asking, like, tell me about yourself. So I know we went over like the main things, right? Mom, wife, TikTok shop affiliate, host, content creator, all the things, right? But what else would you like us to know about you that we don't already know?
I'm an open book, and so I'm open for questions all the time. I'm an open book as long as all the questions are appropriate. I will answer. I will answer. Um, but things to me for people that don't know me to know is I put God first in my life. I always say we are number one, right? As the human, you are number one, but God first through everything. So that is, I think, for me, my main focus and what I like to bring is positivity. um, yes, the I am a mom, a wife, a daughter, a sister, all the things, right? And but I focus on positivity in God, showing kindness, And I'm very big also on spreading awareness about mental health. I'm not a professional, but I am somebody who suffers from mental health, anxiety, depression, PTSD, mood disorder, and so bringing up more awareness is definitely one of my focuses too that I'd like to share about.
That's wonderful, and I think that's why I connected with you because I love all those things. Of course, God is my number one, positivity, family, and mental health is very important. So I can see why I connected with you. So thank you for that. And what made you like decide to start posting on TikTok?
So I had just separated from the military a year ago. Well, right before, so I separated from the military in November 2024. And then in January of 2025, I was already feeling the ripple effects of feeling a little bit more lonely because the place I'm working at now is very small. I like meeting new people. I like connecting. I like having an impact. I like feeling that I have some sort of impact. So I started looking in there on TikTok, and for some reason, my algorithm was how to become a content creator, how to become a TikTok shop affiliate, all the things. And I originally just wanted the samples to start off. The TikTok shop affiliate thing came on after. But my main thing was I was gonna come on here and I was just gonna do silly little videos and post and see how it went. I never knew, I never really had anything specific in mind aside from connecting with others and spreading health awareness. Now, mental health awareness is a very touchy subject. And I think people, it's very taboo, it seems like. People aren't always as open about it. And so I think little by little chatting about it, people start to open up and like, yes, I have been suffering in silence too. But yes, what made me do it was connecting with others, finding people to connect with because I was not getting the chance to do it anymore as I was doing in the military. Had an
Wow.
impact. I feel like I had an impact in the military with our younger generation. Um,
Yeah.
because I was able to mentor and lead and always had something going on. And that changed. That was a complete opposite getting out and going back to the civilian sector.
Oh yeah, it's different because I feel like in the military you're more of a team, right? Because you're all going through the same thing.
Yes.
Like with one, I guess, goal in mind. I guess the same thing in the civilian sector. I've never been in the military. My parents were, but I could see the difference. But I think that's wonderful, and I think that it is important to help people have a space to feel comfortable to talk about mental health. Especially like I'm Hispanic. I believe you are too, right? Yeah, you're Hispanic, right?
Mhm.
So
Yes.
like in our cultures, it's very taboo. Like
It really
people don't
is.
like to go to therapy and all those things, you know?
I say this all the time, when I started seeking mental health, when I started really understanding that I needed help, because at first I was like, the first person to notice it was my husband. And he said, Rosie, I think you need to see someone. Instant reaction
Oh,
was,
wow.
instant reaction was, you think I'm crazy? I'm just tired. Like, don't you just see I'm tired? I do a lot. I'm exhausted. He's like, yeah, but you're exhausted every day. You want to be in bed
Oh,
every single day afterward. You want to be in bed on the weekends throughout the whole weekend. Sometimes on the weekends, I was barely even getting up to brush my teeth. It was that bad. But
mhm.
I got so mad at him for telling me that I needed to see someone, right? So the first person to bring it up was, it's always going to be somebody at home. And because part of me was like too prideful to understand that I needed the help. And so I started seeking help, right? It took a little while, but I started seeking help. And I think I was talking to my mom and I told her, about the medications and, and everything. And she told me, don't take them. They're going to make you crazy. Don't take them. Right. Some of the side effects and some of the medications they tell you to be careful because sometimes they can have the opposite effect. Right.
Exactly.
And so I told her mom, like, I don't think I could be any more crazy than I am right now. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, I don't think you understand what is going on in here right now. But like you said, in Hispanic cultures, Latino Hispanic cultures, it is very common for people to not understand it, and it's just not enough awareness.
Exactly, it's true. You guys that are recently joining, thank you guys for the heart me, for the gifts, for Rosie and myself. We appreciate it. If you guys are in the chat and you think that a friend would benefit about becoming or being inspired by Rosie, please feel free to share, repost, add to your story, and continue to tap so we can get to 10,000 and get to the FYP so that other lives can be changed. Because I believe that sometimes when we're open and honest and transparent, somebody else behind their phone screen might be going through something we're going through and might need to hear what we're saying today. So if you guys could do that for us, we would be so grateful. And I just wanted to introduce myself again for those that just joined or are outside looking in and thinking about if they want to come in. My name is Johnny Cho, and I'm a live host and content creator. I'm a social worker, and I created this space. It is a podcast of some sort. It is called Dream Slay Repeat, and it is meant to inspire other people as I've been inspired. So Rosie inspired me, and I wanted to share her with you guys. So she's here today just telling us about her life, about how she got on TikTok. And so far, we've learned that she's a mom, she's a TikTok shop affiliate, she's a content creator. She also has a full time job, you guys, and she was in the military. Like she wears all the hats. And we are so proud of you, Rosie, because it is not easy to be in the military and to be willing to like put your life on the line for others. So thank you for that.
Joe,
And
I'm sorry, but let me tell you, you are so inspirational. Um, and one of the things I love, love, love is scrolling to the FYP and seeing you worship in your car.
oh,
Love it.
thank you.
So
Thank you
I
so
wanted to
much.
say that real quick because you are very inspirational and you are doing something amazing. And thank you again for bringing me on here.
Thank
I'm
you. I
sorry I interrupted you.
appreciate it.
I have a terrible habit of doing that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's hard, like sometimes, to do content, right? Where sometimes you'll feel uncomfortable because you believe in something that everybody might not believe in, right? And my platform, I always tell people, like, I love the Lord and He's important to me, he changed my life. But that doesn't mean that that's what you believe, right? So I do respect what other people believe. But I think that the worshiping in the car, like, after some people have written to me, and said like, this means so much because it's like I'm stopping to worship, but I want somebody else to worship with me, not
Mhm.
do it by myself. So I'm glad that that's meant something to people because sometimes it feels a little cringy, to worship in front of
Worshiping
people.
should
But
never,
hey,
ever, ever feel cringy. And you know what?
that's true.
I get it because before I started playing worship music, I always say music, I like music, but for extended hours or the noise, I get so overly stimulated that
Yeah,
I was stopping my lives and I was feeling like I was having a headache. Like I didn't want to hear any more noise. I already hear
exactly.
noise all day at work because I work for a dental office where we specialize in children. So
Oh,
I'm here
yeah,
screaming all day and then come the music, right? And it's though even though I love music, it's just too much. And so the only music that does not make me feel overly stimulated, it calms me. And I feel the spirit is worship music. And so
yeah,
I hesitated at first playing it because I felt like people weren't going to want to come in. People weren't going to want to come in because, like you said, not everybody believes what we believe, right? Everybody, and I respect that. I respect that. But you know what? It completely changed the dynamic on my lives. I started seeing more positivity. 99.9% of the time, it is all positivity.
yeah.
Women that come in here and say, thank you for doing this. I get the nice messages. They say it's so calming. And then I had one person come to my live and she said, I'm not a believer, but I love watching your lives and it does not bother me that you have worship music on.
Wow.
So I feel like I'm serving a purpose, right? Somebody that comes in and tells you they're not a believer, and they still stay and listen. I think we're slowly making a change.
Exactly. I think like the last like I don't know several years, it feels as if like sometimes like saying you're a Christian is kind of like taboo too, right? Like because people see you as like, what kind of Christian are you, right?
Hmm.
So people think that we're immediately going to judge or we're immediately going to frown upon people. And I want to show people that that's not who we are, right? Jesus wasn't like that. I'm not like that. I believe what I do, but I think people have a right to believe what they do. But I think what you're doing, like your kindness and your positivity and your joy, is showing people that other side of Christianity, that side that I think Jesus wants us to show, right? The fruits of the Spirit.
Yes.
So thank you for that. Thank you for like being willing to be a voice, right? For those that need positivity and need kindness in their lives, because we don't know what people are going through, right? When they're waking up in the morning. Because literally, when I go into your life live, I'm literally waking up because I ended
Yeah.
up catching you because I used to go on live 6 a.m., 6 p.m. for a while. And then I just kind of fell off and stopped going. And that's when I started. I think that's how I met you. I started going into your lives or seeing you come up. So now when I go live, I'm like, I have to go see Rosie first before I go live. Like, I have to go support her. So thank you for that.
That means a
I
lot to
really
me.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
And did you ever doubt like that your voice would matter online?
Yes, I think when you there's always doubt, right? And someone told me that is the enemy. That is the enemy is a liar, the devil is a liar. I think it's very natural for us humans to have doubt on any little thing that we're doing. But you keep your faith and you keep going. And there have been times I want to quit. Like there are times it becomes overwhelming. But what keeps me going is God. And I'm sorry if I'm skipping, but
No,
yes,
you're
there,
good.
there are doubts. What keeps me going is God and the people that show up for me, the people that show up for me. And I always say one or 1,000, that one person, I could be making a difference in their life. And they're showing up for a reason. They're showing up for a reason.
Exactly. Yeah, like you could be the reason that somebody gets up in the morning, and wants to get up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, and that's something I always say in my lives is like, we woke up this morning, but somebody fell asleep yesterday and they had like goals and dreams and things they wanted to do, family they wanted to see, and things they wanted to prepare for, and they didn't make it, right? So, what are we going to do with the 24 hours that we were given, right? And I
Yeah.
think you use those 24 hours in a good way because you're motivating people. And I just love going into your lives. It's so calming, definitely.
Thank you.
And I love how you know your products. Like you are a boss. I love it.
I appreciate it. I learn a lot. Actually, I learn a lot from all the ladies that come in and talk to me and they're like, try this, try that. I used to have a small makeup table with just a few selection of products. I stuck to a few things and I'm like, okay, this is it. And this is how I'm going to start my live. Before I was just content, I was doing lives in the evenings where I would just come in and talk and expect people to show up and talk to me. But I was awkward. I have to be doing something or I have to have somebody to talk to keep the conversation going. And it was different. The evening lives were different. And so I decided to start. Good morning, Venus. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, there's people in the chat and I don't want anyone to feel
No, no,
ignored at
no,
all.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
yes, welcome in. If you're just joining, thank you for joining. This is Johnny Cho's podcast live. And can you tell us the name
Yes.
again? Slay? Hold on, because
Good
I get it.
morning.
I'm the
No,
worst.
you're good. It's Dream Slay Repeat. So we're doing a podcast. I was making sure that I'm listening to her. So that's why I'm like, I'm looking at the chat. If you see me go like this, is thank you or hello. But you guys welcome in. And yeah, the podcast is called Dream Slay Repeat, and it's every other Saturday. And it's basically a time for us to come together and be inspired and motivate one another. And I'm sorry that comment here. He was making too much noise. But I have been inspired by Rosie. I love her lives and I wanted to share her with you guys. And I wanted you guys to feel motivated and inspired as I do every morning. So we're just asking questions. We've learned a lot of things so far. Of course, God is her number one, and I love that. She loves positivity and motivation just like I do. And she's a mom, a TikTok shop affiliate, a content creator, and she works full time, you guys, in a dentist office. You manage it, right?
Mhm.
You manage a dentist office for children. So that's pretty cool. So she stays busy and she still finds the time to come on here and motivate people as myself, my hat goes off to you. That is so cool. And I guess that brings me to the next question.
Okay.
How do you find time for it all?
Oh my goodness. Sometimes I wish there was more time. I really do. I think having boundaries, right? I still struggle with it, the boundaries part. I'm slowly getting better, right? Because when we first start and we start noticing um on the TikTok shop affiliate side of things, we have the sellers start to get interest and they want you to promote their products, right?
Yeah.
And then you start saying yes to everything and it becomes insane. So having boundaries, learning how to say no, or maybe later, or, I don't have time for it right now. I have been doing my best to go to sleep no later than 10:30.
Good.
I'll take my sleepy my lullabies now so I can make sure
Lullaby.
I get
That's
my
so
rest.
cool.
Yes, get my rest. And then, like you said, we rest and then we repeat the next day. Trying to get also better at the content creation side of things. I've acknowledged that now, because you say, how do you have time for all of it? I went through a little streak recently where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can continue doing this. I want to pay more attention to my family.
Yeah.
I want to pay more attention to my family. I have a 12-year-old son here. And even though sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, he doesn't even care that I'm here. He's a 12-year-old boy playing video games. But he does, in
He
those
does. Yeah.
moments. He likes it when I make dinner for him. Even if it's simple dinners, he does. And we'll have a small conversation. So making sure that we're still maintaining those things for sure, going to bed at a decent time so that I can wake up the next morning. Sometimes I take a little nap when I get home, 15-minute power nap. How do we find the time? I think you just have to have if it's you have to have the desire for it and definitely the discipline for it and planning it out. I have gotten
Yeah.
better about planning it out. I have a calendar. I print out a paper calendar for the month. And so if I
Oh,
have my
good.
scheduled lives, I'm trying to stick to those. I already know every single morning I'm going to be starting my live at 5 a.m. Sometimes I started at 4
Wow.
if I'm doing a exclusive live for a seller. It just depends. But planning it out has really helped me a lot.
That's awesome.
She
Che
says
Che.
hello. Chiche.
Yeah.
Cheche.
Hi, Che Che. Hi, anointed one. Thank you for the pep. Fest Pops, Nikki Joe. Thank you. Thank you guys all in the chat. If I don't say your name or thank you, please put it in there. It's like, Johnny, I gave you something, girl. Say thank you. Good morning, Cheche. So,
Yes.
for those of you just joining, we're talking to Rosie Vibes, TikTok shop affiliate, mom, live host, content creator, all the wonderful things. And she also is a military veteran. So we're just learning from her. And right now, we just went over like, how do you have time for it all? And some of the things that I heard you say, which are important for all of us, right? Is preparation is key, right? If you're not prepared, you're going to come on live and be like me some mornings where I'm like all over the place, and make sure you're getting your sleep in. She said, thank you for your service.
Thank you. Hey, and don't get me wrong, I'm still struggling with preparation. You come in on my lives, I have everything scattered around, but I have an idea of what I want to do. And
Yeah.
consistency, being consistent. Like I already know this is part of my routine. I enjoy it. There hasn't been a day where I don't want to come on the live in the mornings unless I'm sick.
Got you.
I've been consistently doing get readies with me since March, the beginning of
Wow.
March. I have taken maybe 3 or 4 days off, and it has been because I'm sick. I either have a really bad migraine or I happen to have the flu or I don't know, whatever. But I've been sick. That's why. But other than that, I am here and there hasn't been a day that I don't want to be on a morning lives. Now talk to me the evening lives. The evening lives are completely different. I'm a morning person. The
Oh,
evening
okay.
lives, I'm ready for bed. I'm ready to go lay down and just not think about anything. But yes, sometimes I am still chaotic. I think there's no there's no what do you call it? There's no formula for it. Like we do what we can, and if sometimes you skip something or you do something a little different, it's okay. Have grace. I have grace with myself. I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. We'll move on. We'll on to the next. And thank
So
you.
we have, let's see.
Oh, thank you for your
Venus Queen
support,
says,
Venus.
You are amazing, and thanks for your service and great advice. Amen. Oh, that's good.
Great.
Definitely true, you guys. So, like, an example, right? When I go to her lives, she has like over 100 and something people. And my jaw drops every time because I think it is the coolest thing that it's like 5 o'clock in the morning and people are in their hype looking at the products, like they're having a blast. And you go into other rooms, you do not see that. Everybody has like complained about how low views are and how low their rooms are. But you can see what Rosie said, consistency, right? Since March, she hasn't stopped. And I think that is a testament to why she has people in her room because they love her vibe. They love what she has to say, but she's consistent, right? And consistency is something that I think everybody helps us thrive. I know that it helps kids thrive. So we're all big kids. So consistency is important for us all, I think.
Yes,
So
it's
that's good.
consistency because once people start get to know you, they look for you. Do not let up. I don't know if Jen is still in here. I call her my manager because sometimes I'm like 2 minutes late and she's like, Rosie, where are you? You're late. Where are you going on today? I know she's joking with, and she knows, but she'll ask me like, just so you know, I really like coming to your lives.
Yes.
She's here. I call her my
Oh, she
manager. I'm
is
like,
here.
girl, I'm
Oh,
30
hi,
seconds
Jen.
late. I'm 30 seconds late. Rosie can
Oh, that's
hold.
pretty awesome. Yeah, my people, I'm trying to get better, Rosie. I could be like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. I took my lullabies late the other night. I woke up so late. My husband was like, What time do you have to be at work?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, my life." So I'm definitely trying to do
Aren't
better.
those lullaby? Shout out to lullabies, right? Aren't they great?
Shout out to lullabies. Yeah,
They
they're good,
do.
and I like the flavor.
The flavor is good. Only no more than two, okay? No, no more than two.
Yeah, no more
You'll be
than
sleeping
two.
through the day. No, they are
Definitely.
great. But you
And
say
then
about holding the room. I think the
yeah,
biggest key in there when your room grows, because it will grow, it will grow. And like I'll say, one or 1,000, you're always the same with everyone. We try our best to be the same with everyone. I try my
yeah,
best to be the same,
yes,
not change, right? Because being humble is important. But here's the thing, people come in, your room starts to grow, things get filtered,
so
things get
important.
filtered, you miss people, it gets busy, you're multitasking with
Yeah,
trying to pin products, trying to flash sale products. People ask you, oh, what do you use for this? Or you're trying to find the product, trying to find it here to show it, right? Because you want your viewers to, or the people who are trusting you with these questions, you want them to stay and you want them to come back.
mhm,
So you want to please them.
exactly.
But you have so much going on. There has been instances where um I have gotten the opposite of like they feel like they're ignored. They feel like they're being ignored as your room starts to grow.
Oh, so
So
hard.
those kind of things can get up here in your head, right? When you hear them, and you're like, "Oh my gosh, what can I do better?" And you try to take it as feedback. Um, but I'm like, wait, just I have over 100 and something people in the room. I'm doing my
Mhm.
best. You have to have grace for yourself and simply keep letting your chat know, hey, if this is busy. I'm not purposely missing your comments. If I happen to miss it, if TikTok filtered it, because if you don't know, TikTok filters comments. Sometimes you could
They
see it
do.
pop up on your end because you
Sometimes you
typed
can.
it, but I can't see it. My screen looks
Yeah,
very different than the person writing it.
yeah,
So just as a creator, have grace to yourself, but also have grace with the people in the chat. Let them know, like, hey, I'm not ignoring you. And if they still feel some type of way, there's only so much you can do for how other people feel.
yeah.
So
Exactly. Like, and I try to tell people the same. I'm like, you guys, I don't always, see everything. Please, like, remind me, like, it's okay for you to write it again. I'd rather somebody put, like, Johnny, I came in, you didn't say hi, so I can say hi, than for them to leave feeling like they weren't seen because it's never my intention. And I think sometimes other live hosts, they make it harder for, people that aren't doing that because some people might do that. It's a challenge for me to have consistency. Oh, sorry. Who was
I
this?
know what it has to
Mrs.
do with.
Lopez. It's a challenge for me to have consistency. I know that it has to do with patience. Okay. So it's just like just working on your patience to get that, right?
Is it patience because you feel, is it patience or discouraged? Like, have you been going live and then maybe your numbers are low and you feel discouraged? Or patience is like, oh my gosh, I don't have patience to do this every single day. I think to apologize or bring. Okay, so when if it either or, right? Think about what your goals are. What are you trying to achieve in this app? That's something my husband asks me all the time because I tend to be all over the place. And he's like, "All right,
Mhm.
Rosie, you gotta narrow it down. What is your goal? What do you want to do?" What I said first, the part where you get a little bit impatient because your room's not growing. um it's hard. I'm going to tell you, the first maybe month or month and a half or maybe even longer, I don't really recall when I started noticing the numbers rise. I used to have maybe 1 to 6 people in the beginning, and I'm pretty sure at the beginning I was talking to the bots. I was talking to the bots. But I still kept showing up. I was turning on
Yes.
my phone, clicking that button, that live button, and showing up and talking. I'm going to do my skincare. Here I am doing my skincare. I'm going to work today. Just a little bit about myself. Always remind, because you're going to have new viewers every day. There might be one, even if it's one different person, talk about yourself. People want to know the person in the room. You made them tap in somehow. But the worst thing you can do is be silent in your room. People are watching from the FYP. We have to give them a reason to tap in.
Yes. Thank you, Wandy, for that.
Keep going.
Somebody said, I feel you. Sorry, the chat was going a little bit fast. We try to go back and see the questions and stuff, you guys. But for those just coming in, I'm interviewing Rosie. This is my new podcast, first time. It is called Dream Slay Repeat, and it's a time for us to get to know some inspirational women and get to ask them questions. Rosie is doing an awesome job. I'm already learning so much. I'm trying to write all these notes in my brain. I hope they stay there. But one of the things that I just heard her say is like show up, right? Show up. Show up. It doesn't have to be on live. You don't have to be a live host. You don't have to be an affiliate to take the advice that's being given and use it in other parts of your life. Thank you so much, Kathy. So yeah, show up, whether that's with your family, right? She said she has a son and it's important to him that she make dinner sometimes or just talk to him. Show up for the people you love, show up, if you are a content creator, if you are a wife, show up for those things that matter to you, right? And sometimes you're going to have days where you don't want to get up. Like she said, she's a morning person. She's not like an afternoon person, but she still shows up. You'll still see her on live killing it. So thank you, Rosie. That's really awesome. And what message do you hope like women or men, right? Because my lives are for everybody, would take away from your content, like things that you post, like what do you or even your lives, what would you want somebody to take away from that when they get off? Like how would you want them to feel or
From my lives, my message is always take care of number one. So if you know me, you know that is always my message. When I end my live, I always say, make sure you're taking care of number one. And what a lot of at first people used to be like, well, what does that mean? Take care of number one, because God should be first, right? And I always said, yes, on earth, you are number one. You are
mm-hmm,
number one. And what do I mean by that? I don't mean that the world revolves around me. It means that we got to do those things to fill our cup. We are important. Just like everyone else in our life might be important, you are important. You can't take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself. You're gonna have everything, half ASS. You're gonna half-ass it. I'm sorry. And so it's important to do, and I'm not meaning like, I'll go to Rosie Vibes and spend $100 on the machine, right, to get your skincare going. I mean, take a moment of silence for yourself. Wake up, pray, read a Bible, have your cup of coffee by yourself. Do whatever it is that you need to do to fill your cup.
yes,
You can't fill from an empty cup. You can't. You
yeah, you
really can't.
cannot.
there was so my and I started realizing this when I started going to therapy because I was doing so much for everyone. I've always been a yes ma'am, yes sir type of person. I enjoy pleasing others, but
Hmm.
I was drained. My battery was like it was, when you have like probably that 1%, that's how much had left. Like I had nothing else to give. Like it was it was bad. And so going to therapy really helped me out. And I have really, and I want to show y'all, I even created a shirt for Rosie from Rosie Vibes. Let me show it.
You guys see how cool her room is? I love it.
Do something for yourself. Go for a run. Don't skip whatever it is that helps fill your cup that day, is what I'm trying to say. I used to miss medical appointments because I needed to be in a meeting. And that's terrible. Your health is declining because you're missing your appointments. Okay,
Hmm.
so I had for my subscribers when I first started, and I really was thinking about this message, and I had made a shirt right for my subscribers, and it's called Team Rosie Vibes, is what it says in the back.
So cute.
But on here it says I'm number one, and in the front it says I'm number one. And
That's
so
cute.
when people ask me like, what does that mean? When you wear the shirt, I want you to believe that you are number one. Outside of this live, when coming in, I want you to leave my live believing that you are number one. Because you are.
Exactly.
You are.
That's true. And Nikki Joe said, do you ladies notice the balance influx before it happens or just adjust as you go? I think she means in life, right? Not lives, just in life.
Do we notice? I think sometimes we get so caught up on doing the daily tasks and we almost go on autopilot. It's like autopilot. And so, thank you, Wandy. I don't know how she does it, but it's possible. Wendy says she's drained. Do something for yourself. For me, on the weekends, it's my nap. On Fridays, I take a nap. I'm like, oh, I'm taking a nap. I don't care what's going on. I'm taking a nap. Trying
Yes,
to balance
Nikki,
real
that's
life and
true.
side hustle here. Nikki
I
Joe,
think I
same.
like, yeah, like what Rosie was saying. I think that sometimes we can tend to people please, right? Like for me, it brings me joy to see other people happy. Like it just really does. And I think that that's rare. And it's hard for people to understand that because not everybody is like that. But it really makes me happy to see other people happy. But sometimes it has been to the detriment of myself, right? So it's important. Thank you so much. It's important for us, like they said, take care of yourself, not give from an empty cup. And sometimes it's okay to say no. Like what she told you is like she was overwhelmed, right? Sometimes as a TikTok shop affiliate, it's overwhelming when you're getting all these samples and you want to do it right and you want to show the product properly because you know that somebody just like you is on the other side of the screen and might buy it, but you want to make sure it works properly. But like she said, sometimes you have to tell people, like, not right now, give me time. So boundaries, I think, are important.
And if you're a TikTok shop affiliate that orders samples, you probably know that the sellers can be pushy. I'm sorry, but they can be pushy. And of course, you agree to reviewing their product. And sometimes it takes me a little bit longer because I'm like, okay, I want to try the product. I want to use the full 14 days to try it out. But blessings, Wandy. I hope you have a blessed day.
Thank
And
you.
so sometimes they're like, where's my video, I'm like, hey, I'm busy. And I'll tell them, they're like, if you don't post it today, I'm going to give you a bad review. Go ahead and give me a bad Tell them, go ahead and give me a bad review.
Really?
I'm going to give you a bad review too, because just like you
Exactly.
can give me a bad review, I can do the same thing. You either have some
Exactly.
grace with me, I will review your product, and I want to give a genuine review because yes, I have the sample from you and I want to do right by you as the seller. But for me, it's more important to do right by the people who are viewing and trusting me with my reviews. That's more
Exactly.
important. So go ahead
Yes.
and give me a bad review. Go ahead. I like, I
So
don't,
somebody asked, they do that? Question mark. They give you
they,
bad reviews, or
um,
they can.
they can rate you. And so there's a platform that sellers use that when you get samples, they could go back and review their experience with you as a creator. One of them sent me one time they sent me a screenshot. They're like, we gave you a 1 star, and you still have the possibility at least getting a better written review if you review our
Oh,
product.
wow.
I was like, well, you know what? Sample canceled. Goodbye.
Exactly.
It's a TikTok shop platform for the sellers. It's for the sellers. I don't
Oh,
know what it's called, but they have sent me screenshots of it, and I'm
it's like
okay
their
with
own
that.
background. I guess
Yeah,
like their own dashboard.
yeah, it's their own dashboard. Yep, they do. I've seen
Wow.
them. I've had probably about two of them tell me the same thing. And I'm like, it's okay. You know what? You want to give me a bad review? Give me a bad review. Some of them give you a bad review because you weren't timely with submitting their video on time. I am sorry, but I am going to do my reviews with my most fullest with honesty. There are paid videos as well. There's ways to get paid for your videos, but even then you have to be careful because you have to think about what's important for you,
Yeah.
monetizing or earning the trust. And so the two can be the same, right? But you have to kind of have that balance.
Sorry, they were saying put your dog's tongue back in the mouth. It's because he don't have a lot of teeth, guys.
It's
He
so
wanted to be part of the
funny.
podcast. He was barking. I'm like, boy, embarrassing. You can't do nothing around here.
Yeah,
They
that
want to
trust
be
is
on it.
important. Nikki Joe
But
says
no,
that
that's
part, the
true.
trust. Yeah, trust is
Yeah,
important.
so as you can see, she has integrity. I know I've purchased like several things from her because I love the fact that she shows it. Like I have a friend on here that he does cologne and stuff. And anytime I wanted to buy something from him, he's like, no, don't, you're an affiliate. And I'm like, but if you're showing me, right? If you're
Mhm.
showing me, if you're taking the time to really put in, like Rosie really is showing you guys how the product works, especially the DDG cleanser. She is so good at that. She uses her husband and his forehead. but
I made
you
him
know, it's
dance.
like
I made him dance one time too. I made
so it's like, you know, support people. Even though like I'm a TikTok shop affiliate, it doesn't mean that I can't support somebody else. Of course, when I buy things from other affiliates, I'm gonna do my video because you know, you still are gonna like do your own video and your own content. Because you know, TikTok, they want you to do like a certain amount of videos for different campaigns, but uses it all consistently. Sorry. Yes. She said she uses it all consistently and her viewers also purchase and have testimony too. That's true. I see a lot of people go, I go in your lives and I tell people how much I love the your DDG.
the DDG is great. And speaking of DDG Club plug, they just upgraded their formula, so more to come on that tomorrow.
Ooh, okay, I just bought some, so maybe the next one.
Maybe the next one. I know
But
everybody
it's so
has it. Use
good.
it up. But yes, there's an updated upgraded formula.
Thank you, Yo Yo. Thank you guys. Mr. Mod breaking it down. Yeah, her husband, he supports her. So he's Mr. Mod in the chat. And he helps out in the lives, right? They're a good, I like the balance of them. I love how like he supports her and he's there by her side. It's really nice to see. And how do you handle like criticism or negative comments?
Ooh, okay, that's the hard one, right? Well, if it's on the lives, Mr. Mod boots them right away. You have to come in with the mindset that you are exposing yourself. You are exposing yourself to many things on here,
Mhm.
right? There's always going to be the mean comments. Some of them are triggering, but you have to put yourself in the mindset that it's bound to happen because not all of us were raised the same. Not all of us were raised to share kindness and positivity. People will come in and say some mean stuff.
Yeah,
That's how we handle it. We boot them and we wish them well. We pray for them.
exactly. Yeah.
We
Like
pray
one
for
thing I
them.
do is I mute people. I don't know if you guys block or mute, but I'm
I
a
mute
muter.
and mute and block. Mute and
Yeah.
block. Yeah, I don't want them coming back. Mute
Yeah.
and
So
block.
I always mute like her lives. The thing with Rosie is like is a different dynamic. Her lives are have like over 100 people. So she doesn't have the time to sit here and like baby a troll. like either you're positive or not, right? Versus me, I mute people because I don't have like as many, people coming in. So I have the time to tell them next time, come with a nicer vibe. So, so it's different. But wait, somebody wrote, sorry.
There's things that I don't see. I get the more, there's things that I don't deal with. I don't
Yeah.
racism and
Yes.
anything that is triggering in a sexual harassment type of way. And
Yes.
I get a
Those
lot
things.
of that. I was
Exactly.
getting a lot of
Wow.
that in the beginning. Instant mute, instant block and report.
Yeah.
We stopped reporting because
Exactly.
TikTok kept on saying that they weren't doing anything wrong. So,
I know
but we just,
that's happened to me too. Yeah. I don't understand that. But I kind of have my own little opinions about what they pick and choose to,
mhm.
to do. Um
I
and
mute and block.
exactly, mute and block, guys.
No time for
Yeah,
that
she's
negativity. The better people will show up. They will show up. The kind
exactly.
people will show up.
And if they like your vibe, they'll create a new account and behave themselves and come back.
That part, that is true.
Right?
But there's always gonna be criticism. There's always gonna be, you're not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, and that's okay. That's
Exactly.
okay. The ones that like you will continue to show up. And
Yes, that's something I've been saying is like you're not everybody's cup of tea, but you're still gonna get sipped. So
yep,
like people
move
they like
along.
there's people that don't like you, but some will like you. So, you
I
know,
think a lot of there's a saying that goes perception is reality, right? I always say no, perception is your reality, not mine. Perception is not reality. That is them. You can't control how other people feel. You can't control how
exactly.
other people perceive you. That is perception is their reality, not yours. So
Exactly.
keep being you and keep going. Keep
And I
going.
always say hurt people, right? So sometimes these people come into your life, and I've said it before to them, to their like right on live. I'm like, you really have to be miserable to come in here to say these things. Like
Mhm.
a happy person's not going to do that. So I wish you well, right? Like before they get muted and out of there, I wish you well. And next time, I hope you come with a better attitude. But like she said, you guys, you got to have a thick skin to be on here, and you have to be willing to sometimes not put up with stuff, but just be willing to read it and then just move on from it, right?
Yep.
You're not responsible for how people receive us as long as we, yes, exactly. Nikki Joe, that's true. Yeah. After take that.
The
Nikki.
800 the 800 the 8 is it 800 milligrams of military grade ibuprofen.
Really, right? Hi Jessica, welcome in. So let's see where we're at. What mindset shift helped you grow the most?
The
Like from
my
when you started in March to now, like what switch did you see that you made that changed things?
the switch. I think the switch happened when I realized that this is a harder one. That being yourself versus, I always say my original, I was doing just content, and I realized I'm not going to grow with content because I'm not an actress. I feel like I was acting on my content.
Yes.
The switch was where I'm like, okay, I can come on live and just be myself. I spend the mornings talking to myself, thinking, right? I don't know about y'all. When you're getting ready, you're having all these thoughts. Sometimes I have like little pep talks with myself in front of the mirror. Um, call it crazy. I don't know. I do it. I'll have
No, it's
full
not crazy. It's
conversations with
normal.
myself. But I'm like, I could do this on the live. That's the switch. That's the switch. Realizing that I could be myself and it's okay if people don't like it. But I mean, I've met amazing people on here. The switch is realizing that you really can just be yourself. You really
Be
can
yourself.
just be yourself.
Yes, I love that. And I mean, talking to yourself is fine as long as you're not talking back. As long as you're having full conversations and the yourself has a different name, we're good, I think.
yeah, myself is myself all the time. I have full, nobody gives better advice
Right? Then yourself,
than
right?
myself.
And what
Awkward
would
and
you
all.
right?
Exactly,
Awkward
Nikki.
and all.
You know what,
Um,
Nikki? You say that, and awkward and all. I am a very awkward person. I say some silly stuff. I have a stuttering
mhm.
issue. And my stuttering has improved a lot too. Like it really coming on the
I
lives and
never would
just
have known.
sometimes I do start to slur and I feel like I start to do it. It happens more when I have anxiety, but my speech has improved a lot. It really has. Coming on the live, it was my confidence has boosted. Um, I'm able to just I don't feel nervous talking in front of crowds like when I have to brief at work or stuff like that. It really is. There is a change. There's a lot of positivity to this as well.
Yes, I love that. It's like it definitely changes different aspects of your life. Like I've noticed at work too, I feel more confident because when you're on live and you're by yourself in a room and you're like having to entertain or talk to people that like are just watching, right? You kind of have to be or talk or be on your feet, right? Like quick on your feet. So
Mhm.
I think it definitely does help. Um so Judith says, what happens when you're struggling in life and you feel like you don't fit or people don't like it?
Judith, I've been there. I have been there. I was just talking. I always say the Rosie from a year and a half ago is completely different than the Rosie you see sitting in front of you today. I was going through a lot of mental health struggles, and a lot of the time is us getting in our heads about
Yeah.
things. We're tired, we're not doing the little things to take care of ourselves. Um, so what happens when we're struggling? That's the first part right there is acknowledge that you are struggling. Take a knee from whatever it is that's keeping you, that's making you struggle. Take a knee. The work is going to be there. And honestly, you know, they say don't miss work, right? We need the money. Work is replaceable. Money's somehow we're going to get it. We're going to keep the flow going eventually. You have to take a pause, take a knee, and that's the first step. You acknowledge that you're struggling. What kind of struggle are you having? Do you need to seek mental health? I see therapy. Sometimes I have I do my therapy over the phone on the way to work. I park in the parking lot at my job. Before I enter the building, I am having a conversation with my therapist. So when I'm struggling, I call and I get myself an appointment. I have my monthly therapy appointments that like I said, do them in my car during my lunch break or before I get to work. That is what I do. And when I realize I'm not fitting in with people, do you mean like when I realize people don't like me or I feel like I'm not fitting in? If I'm not meant to be part of their life, it's not meant to be. I move on. We have to.
Yeah, she put something else. She said, you're absolutely right. Fanatical struggle, and I think it's having an effect on my mental health.
Financial struggle. Yeah, financial struggles. That is a complete different realm of things that I don't have a lot of experience with like as far as the balancing it out, right? Because we need a job. We all need a job to keep up the necessities, right? So I've been there too. I always say my husband and I work really, really hard. We have been working hard since I met him. He retired from the military after 21 years recently too.
Wow.
But when we first met, I mean, we lived with his parents for a year in a two-bedroom apartment. So you got two families, my in-laws, my husband and I, and our two kids. We made our dining room into a bedroom for our kids, a boy and a girl, in the dining room. We have bunk beds in there. So somehow you make it work. But yes, you take the knee. That is so awesome to hear. Taking care of your mental health and internal being. Yes, we have to prayers and sometimes we have to sacrifice. I didn't have everything I have today. I didn't used to have it. Definitely consistency. Um, but I think for me, the most important, like you might see a bunch of these things up here. What's important is what's in here. And to me, this is I think this is the biggest thing I have. The most valuable thing I have is in here. And so staying in the word is also part of the package. Yes, Carmen, absolutely. And Carmen, thank you for joining. Judith,
Yes, thank
hang
you for
in there, my
joining.
friend. Hang in there. Hang in
Yes,
there.
for those of you that just came in, we are doing the podcast Dream, Slay, Repeat, and Rosie is showing us all those things. She's showing us how she's dreamt and then she puts things into practice and then she keeps going. She repeats it again. And as you can see, right, I always talk about this in my lives. I say that comparison is the thief of joy, right? Because we might see Rosie right now. And like I told you guys, like, oh my gosh, look at her room. And, she's confident, she's beautiful, she's a go getter, right? But as you can see, she's just like all of us, right? She had to work hard to get to where she's at. And she continues to work hard and she's not stopping, right? So there's times where sometimes she's tired or wants to give up or needs to spend time with family and she keeps going, right? But trying to balance everything. So that's really good, Rosie. That's some really good nuggets of information. I hope you guys are writing this down. I'm going to check with you guys later and see who has the best notes. Let's see. And so I do have a question. Yesterday I was at a party and I just so happened to go into TikTok cuz yeah, I do that. I'm trying to be more present, but I can't help it.
It's okay.
Yeah, she said she feels like she needs a mentor during doing product reviews, like somebody
Judith,
to mentor.
Judith, you can always reach out to me. I will tell you how I review my products, and I always say this. I like reviewing my products on the live first. You get the most genuine review on your lives,
Yeah,
right? You can't fake, you cannot fake or act out a first reaction when we're recording videos, like it is so edited and so
yeah,
exaggerated, like like when people are doing the brush, I'm
exactly.
like, oh my god, oh come on, you've never seen a foundation work like that, they're so exaggerated, but we fall for it, we buy it anyways. It happens. It somehow works.
Exactly.
But for me,
It's
what
true.
really works is doing my reviews on here first. I don't monetize a lot from my content. The sellers love the sellers love videos. I don't know why. I'm like, you don't understand. I could do so much better promoting it on the live. Like, but seriously, um, for me, it's content is not my
Forte.
specialty, my forte. It's not my specialty at all. Like, I want to overreact everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so fake. Like, I really feel like the fakeness coming through. But
I
like,
know I get so
seriously,
excited
I've
and
never
I'm like,
felt
it's
anything
so
like this. This
fun.
feels amazing. Yours is to be the best foundation and brush. Never seen bristles like this. Like, come on, quit your
But you
lie.
see but you see how she's saying that, right? You know how many sponsored ads come up for her on my feed? Like not stuff that she sponsored. The company is taking her video and pushing it out. Like there's one that says, excuse me, I think it's like, oh my gosh, it's like a little jingle. She made up a song. It seemed like on the spot.
It
Something,
was
and you like go like
DDG.
this,
What's
DDG,
the
something. And that
the
one has come up
DDG?
several times. So
The
yeah, so she's good at it, but I can understand how it feels because you're trying to portray what a product how it makes you feel in like less than 60 seconds. And it's hard versus when you're showing it live. And I've had a company reach out to me and say like, "Well, we didn't want you to do live. We wanted a video." I was like, "Chill out. I
It's
just did the
coming.
video. It's not my fault that TikTok like marked it as done. I'm gonna do a video for you guys, but I just wanted to use it on live because it's the same thing. Like a lot of my videos is when I first open them because I want people to see my reaction. And sometimes when I felt like the product's like, I'll tell people like you decide. Like I don't necessarily say like I absolutely love it. Um,
I don't post
and
it.
Judith said, "Are
That's
you
that's
part
why
of
I
an
have that's why I
agency?"
have a low rate with the sellers, because I'm like, I didn't like the product. I didn't. You're
Exactly.
part of the agency, Rosie. So I'm in a I'm in an agency for the insurance portion. I don't have a TikTok shop agency. I have a regular agency just in case. I see it as an insurance. Agencies like to push
Yeah,
battle. I don't battle. I don't.
exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
and it's not my thing. I battled like twice before. I don't know. I don't like it for myself. I like supporting.
Oh. She said Jeffree Star uses his live highlights as his videos to promote the products.
See,
That's a good one.
you know what scares me about that, because
I
in the
know, me too.
community, the community guidelines say that even if you use snippets from your lives, It's considered
Like replica,
yeah, it's not original content.
yeah.
So I've thought about doing something like Jeffree Star where you're doing a live one time here and then he's recording at the same time on another phone. Like that's what he does too.
Oh, so he's like recording. I got you. It's not like
Yeah.
necessarily a highlight.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I think he
Um,
might do both, but he's recording at the same time. If you ever watch it from the beginning, he has another, like he'll pause, like the live is going on and he'll like, all right, you guys, and blah, like goes on and he's looking at another camera to
oh,
record
I
his
didn't know
content.
that. The
Yeah.
rules don't apply. Yes, they don't. That's something that I've realized. I don't know if Rosie has, but the more money that you make for this app, like it's kind of like a security blanket, like the less likely you are to get a violation or to get, I feel. And like Jeffrey owns a whole business and sells on here. So
Hmm.
I can,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard for them to say, you know.
Yeah,
And Yo
Nikki,
Yo
that's
said that's
that's what
why
he
he has
does.
two accounts. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know you were part of an agency. I recently joined an agency too. I never wanted to join one necessarily, but a friend of mine that's like really versed in TikTok opened one and I was like, you know what? I'll support. And like you said, it's like an insurance. So, and I've seen it work. Like two people got hacked on our in our agency the first week and she was able to get their accounts back. So it's really good because sometimes people are coming after you, you know?
Yeah, you never
Daniel
know.
Renee does the same thing. Oh, Daniel Renee, the perfumes, right? I think perfumes are so hard to sell. Like
Girl, every
it's
single
so
time I'm
hard.
like, what does it smell like? Oh, it's floral. And then I look in it and there's no florals in it.
But that's what you smelled,
I'm
so
like, it smells like floral to me.
yes. Oh, so what I was gonna tell you was like yesterday I saw you on live and I like literally gasped because I saw that you had a product pinned and then the person you were talking to had the same name as the product. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's talking to the owner of this product. That is so cool. So I bought one.
Yes, and you're not gonna
Thank you.
regret that
I was
purchase.
like,
It's so
I
good.
was like, this looks cool. So
It's so good. And yes, Dr. Paul, he's so sweet.
he
He
seems so
really is.
genuine and like
Mhm.
really like that he cared from the little bit that I saw because I didn't get to see much. But it's the business is called La Charte or La. I
Le
don't want to
Chat.
say it wrong.
Le
Le
Chat.
Chat.
Yeah, Le
Le
Chat.
Chat.
Yeah, it's French.
Oh,
He's like,
yeah.
yes,
You
you
guys,
can say it the American way, Le Chatre, La Chatre. He said you could say Le Chatre,
Le
that's
Chat.
fine, but it's Le Chat.
It's a really cool. It's a device, and then it comes with serums. And then
Hmm.
this morning, I saw you were using it with your toner, right?
Hmm.
So it's like a different way of getting product on your face, I'm assuming, right? But I thought it was so cool, you guys, a testament to the hard work that Rosie puts in. Because when have I've never seen somebody that owns a product talking to an affiliate ever, and like just like he was wanting to know from her things, right? And I thought that was pretty cool. That was
He
really
said, he
really
said,
nice.
right now I'm a student. I'm learning from you. That's what he said. So yeah, he's in Korea. So it was already the next day for him. It was 10 a.m. Saturday morning for
Oh
him.
my
So he's,
gosh. Let
mm-hmm.
me know, girl, if he ever invites you to Korea, if you need a plus one, a plus two, plus three. Me and my
Bringing
husband could go.
everybody. We're all going. He
Yeah, my
said,
husband's South Korean, so we've been wanting to go. So that's I'm like,
nice.
it would be cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love
So
Korean
you
fried chicken.
right? Oh, girl, so good. Do you guys have banchan where you live?
No.
You live near me. So maybe one day we can meet if you ever come up to Charlotte.
Yeah. Oh, you're in
Yeah.
Charlotte?
Yeah,
I
I'm in
love
North
going to
Carolina.
Charlotte. Yes. Next time I plan to visit, I'm gonna let you know because I
Let
do
me
like
know.
Charlotte.
Yeah, I would love to see you. And we have so many Korean restaurants over here. Like not so many, but I'm saying like more, than we
More
used
than
to.
here in South Carolina. We slacking a
Yeah,
little bit.
definitely. I know there's probably definitely more than there. But for you guys that just joined, we are doing a live podcast on here on TikTok. It is called Dream Slay Repeat. And Rosie Vibes, the awesome Miss Rosie, is my first guest. and she's a live host, TikTok shop affiliate, content creator. She is a mom. She has a full-time job, and she also has like some, brand deals. The brands love her because she's so good. So we're just here learning from her. We've learned that consistency is important. Showing up is important as well. Also, God is her number one. So your faith matters, and also like how you treat people, because Rosie's lives, she's positive, she's motivating, and that's what she wants to portray to her audience. I hope that I've kind of like summed it up good, Rosie.
You have,
If I
you have.
missed anything, let me know.
Yep. Well,
A pho place, your nail tech. Yeah, there's a lot of Vietnamese restaurants here. My friend Jessica G, she's also a live host, content creator, and
and she's
TikTok
also in
shop
South
affiliate.
Carolina.
Yeah, she's in South Carolina too. We've met before. She's actually a travel agent, you guys. Shameless plug. If you guys ever need a travel agent, hit my girl up. And she does Marquesina vibes with me every other week too. So yeah, so
Sounds
I
like we're
mean,
gonna need to plan something for our South Carolina, North Carolina friends.
yes, we need to do something together, like come together, maybe some kind of meetup or something would be really nice. I always love to like meet up with Jess because like I don't have content creator friends outside of the app. So I'm the only person that I know that creates content and does like the affiliate program. So people are always clowning me, getting on me.
Me
Yesterday, the
too.
party I went to, everybody was dressed and ready. They were like, "We got ready because we know you're a content creator." I was like, "You guys, I'm literally like, I'm not even famous like
People will clown on you until
that,
they're
guys."
like, "Where'd you get that?" And I'm like, "You don't even have, you already know where I got it." And you know what? I got it
Exactly.
for free. Let me tell you. And they're
Yes.
like, "Dang, I
They
hate you." I'm like,
exactly. They were
"See,
nice about it, but
keep making
it's
fun of
like,
me. Keep making fun of
yeah.
me."
Yeah, like when I went to what was it, Thanksgiving, my tia was like, she saw me like everywhere I go. When I go to parties, I bring like my big ring light camera or big ring light stand.
Mhm.
So I was like bringing my ring light stand, and she's like, "Are you gonna be doing TikToks?" I'm like, "No, Tia, I'm not." Even though I still did one, but it's okay. It didn't
Yeah,
hurt
let us
nobody.
be. We're it's always everything is content, they say. Everything is content.
Exactly. It's like you, and imagine like how the streamers are. They're like have somebody following them 24/7. I don't think I could do that. I don't know. Like I'm still guarded. Like I myself on here, but sometimes I know that I sometimes think about like the people that I actually know that are on here, because I don't know that people I know watch me, but they do. Because when I see them, like
They watch. They watch.
yesterday at the party, one of our friends did a game, and the game was about like asking questions about the Bible, and I won. And she was like, "I knew you were going to win because I watch your videos." And I was like, "What?" Like I didn't tell her I didn't know, but I didn't know she watched my content. So I was just like, "Oh my gosh." Nikki Joe, thank you so much. Hope you have a great day.
They watch. Listen, my boss one time, I had made a video, and one day I was wearing the same vest that I made the video about, and she said, "What is she quoted me? She said she quoted the video." And I forgot what I even said in the video, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed right now." But you
Yes.
know what? Let them watch more views. I'm like,
Yes. As time is going on, I'm realizing that I can only be me, right? And at the end of the day, like either you take it or you leave it, but this is what we got. So, like you said, we're not everybody's cup of tea.
I remember
But I
now.
wanted to thank you for your time. I don't want to keep you like your whole Saturday.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. This was wonderful. Like I would love to have you again and again and again. Because
Anytime.
it was so
Anytime.
easy. I've never interviewed anybody before, but I want you guys to hear this song. So I don't know if you guys know, there's AI apps, and the apps can make songs for you. So I made a song for this podcast. So I want you guys to hear it. You tell me what you think. I won't play the whole thing, but let's see. And I think
Nice
it's
meeting
cool
y'all.
because What'd
Sorry.
you say?
Sorry.
Oh,
They're saying
yeah.
nice meeting you. Thank y'all.
Thank
Thank y'all so much.
you. Okay, let's see. Let me know if you could hear it. Hold on.
Johnny
I'm
Cho,
gonna
thank you
start
for
it
having
over.
me. Invite me anytime. Thank you.
Yes, of course. This was wonderful. This definitely exceeded my expectations. Like it was wonderful. So you guys, this is the song that AI created for this podcast. Tell me what you guys think. Oh no, that's not it. That's a
It's
different
already
one.
good. It was already
That
good
one's
though.
for that one's for my lives. Because it says wake up as a queen. Hold on. I thought that was it. Maybe this isn't. Maybe this isn't. Maybe this isn't.
Let's do it. I love it.
You like it?
Yes.
Yes. So, you guys, we just finished the first podcast of Dream Slay Repeat with Rosie Vibes. She was wonderful. We're going to have her back again, you guys. But if you guys want to continue to be inspired, continue to be motivated, and get those positive vibes in the morning, Rosie goes on at 5 a.m., right? Or 4 a.m.
Five
sometimes.
eight. Yes. Yes, that's correct.
5 a.m. typically, sometimes 4 a.m. You'll see me in there at 5 a.m. and then I'm running to my live, literally running in another room to get on at 6:30. But I always try to check her out because she motivates me, just like she's gonna motivate you guys. Also, check out her showcase. She has tried all the products. She is a guru on skincare, makeup, and all the things. What is the bag too that I got from you?
The
Is
bag
it
smell?
Bag Smart?
The
I got
bag
a
smell.
Bag Smart from her too. I
Those are
got Bag
good.
Smart, DDG, and now I'm waiting for the machine to come. So you guys make sure to support her and support other women like her on this app. This app is filled with so much negativity and we need some light. So make sure that you learn from her. I hope you guys took something away from this. I know I did. Definitely. I think that she's helped me level up my lives now. I'm going to be consistent because as you guys can see, she's been consistent all the way from March and is showing. So we're so proud of you, Rosie, and I can't wait for you to continue to sell, continue to do your thing, and to continue to see you grow because I know you're going to go far on this app and in life, and hopefully we'll get to meet soon. Um,
Absolutely. Thank you. And great
yes.
job. And thank you for, like I said, it's such an honor to have been the first on your podcast. It's amazing. Great idea. Love the song. Go ahead and, what do they say, copyright it, whatever it is that you have to
Right.
do. That is your song. I love it.
Thank
And thank you
you.
again. Please, please do
Yes,
invite me
thank
again.
you
I
so
will come back,
much.
happily come back.
Yes, you guys, before we go, I just wanted to say thank you for every repost, tap, like, share, comment, for every gift. We are so grateful for you guys. I know that you could be anywhere else, but you guys chose to be here with us. So we are grateful. But I hope you have a great day, Rosie. Love you, friend.
Love you. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to take care of number
Bye.
one.
Yes, and get your points if you gave a heart me. Get your points before we go. Bye, Rosie.
Bye. I think you gotta kick me off, friend.
I know it's okay. Sorry. You guys, that was awesome. Thank you guys for joining. I don't know why this little boy decides to start making all this little grunts and noises and barking, trying to mess up my first podcast, but it's okay. He could be the little mascot. But thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate it. You guys, when I say follow Rosie, I really mean it. Like her vibe is impeccable. She is a really good person. And you could see that in her lives. You could see it in the interview. I hope you guys took something away from what we talked about today and be on the lookout because next weekend I have Marquesina Vibes, which is me, some of my content creator girlfriends. We talk about all the things. this next Saturday, we're going to talk about New Year's. New Year's, what it means to us, what we're looking forward to, what do we do to celebrate New Year's. So if you guys want to join us, that's going to be at 9 o'clock. And then the weekend after, I think that's already going to be in January. In January, sorry, somebody's asking me to battle. In January, we are going to have another person join us for Dream Slay Repeat. I love the way this is going. I think this is going to be a really good thing. Thank you, Rosie. Oh, that is so cute. You see, she sent us a slow glow. Say thanks, Rosie. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, thanks again for every tap, like, share, repost. You guys are always the vibe, the most positive chat there is. I love you guys. For those of you that followed me and joined for the first time, welcome to the Good Vibes community. And thank you. He's a little chihuahua, my little chubby little baby. He's so cute. His little tongue sticks out. I don't know why he wanted to come on here. He do you want to motivate them to be a little sloth and eat everybody else's food? This little boy. Thank you so much, Norma. But I hope you guys have a great day. I'm gonna get off of here so that I can clean my house. I have other stuff to do. Balance, right? Balance. I wish I could stay on here and talk to you guys all day. But thank you guys for your love and support. I really appreciate it. Have a good day, guys. Bye. Let's play this song as we go out.